Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sinking City, which I've been mistakenly just calling Sinking City. But there's a the in there. It's just very small in the box. So whoopsie doopsie. Here, I guess, or perhaps further. Yeah, we're still looking for those letters, which invariably get us into trouble. Every time we find a letter, we have to kill stuff. And this is not a game where you kill a lot of stuff. It's a game where stuff will kill you. Central shells. East corner of St. Michael Road. So yeah, that's about here, right? Or maybe on the other side. No. Rub our faces against doors until something happens. That's the Chicago way. Fortunately, we're not in Chicago, rendering that whole thing moot. Ooh. For me? You shouldn't have. Which is something I'm going to repeat as soon as something jumps out and tries to kill me. And it will. We know this game by now. This is get ambushed the game. Or maybe not. Uh-oh. That can't be good for my health. My cherished flock. Kay, I believe, has forsaken us, assuming, of course, any such being exists. Are we to die frightened? Are we to die mad? Death would be merciful indeed in face of this second flood. There will be no rainbow to blossom over our corpses. The sea beckons to me in a way Scripture never has, as she has always done since beast who would be men oozed from her briny womb. I will go to seek her soon, and draw her salt-laden baptismal breath into my own lungs. May she forgive us for our hubris. Your shepherd, Reverend Zachariah James Baker. Oops, wrong button. Alright. Read height. Ebon Street. Ebon Street, Ebon Street, Ebon Street. Ah, Ebon Street and Oak Street. Hmm. Innsmouth Road. Odd place to have in a place that's not supposed to be connected to Innsmouth. I mean, like much. I mean, there's a little connection. And so along between these two, so around here, I guess. The terrible fetus. Oops. Ah, yes. So another thing I was going to do. See what I could build. Baby. That's the good shoe shine. Nice to be in a place that doesn't try to kill me. Well, hush my mouth. Ow. Ow, dicks. I just healed. Yeah, you better run, folks. Some scary shit over there. I apologize for the cat. He does that after he eats. I don't know why. Maybe his teeth are bothering him. I really need to get him to a vet. stay on the boat for as long as possible. Just, for the sake of convenience. Damn you, barrel! Oh, right, wrong button. I need to push up. Pushing R2 does nothing. That does go against the grain of my usual experience with games in which driving is a thing. There's usually an accelerator button. Closing in. Alright, that'll do. Yeah, just park right there, asshole. Sure, no one's gonna mind. I can see that nobody's driving right now. Still, it's just rude. You too, Ice Cream Man.
Hey, knock it off!
Please don't tell me I have to go into the infested area. I really don't want to. It hurts to go into the infested area. It hurts deep inside. Exactly, kitty. I don't think anyone's home, man. Who the hell do you think you are? No, I know it's just my reflection. I'm not that crazy. Or am I? Perhaps my understanding is flawed. It could also be here, I suppose. Or here. I honestly don't know. So I'll just keep looking. Gotta be something around here. Nobody asked you. Come here. A little closer. Can't pet you from there. What's your problem? Hmm? Exactly. Right? Ah, he's a good boy. He just doesn't know when to shut his mouth.
Stop it.
Hello. Have I been in here? I don't know. What the? Oh no. I truly hope the fetus thing isn't here. I don't want to have to shoot a fetus. Not after, like, last time. Honestly, you shoot one fetus and people just get all up on you. Like, that's what you were planning to do that day. My dearest comfort, if my scrawl is an ineligible scribble, forgive me. The shock of what I have delivered from the poor woman's womb has affected my nerves. Her guttural screams still ring in my ears, and her tragedy lurks near where I hide. Had my attendant not been attacked first, I would have certainly shared her fate. The wriggling abomination that erupted from the waist belly leapt from her body and attached itself to the nurse's throat with a wet smacking sound. Pulled behind it, the taut umbilical cord tore out of the placenta in an eruption of bright blood that soaked my gown. Stunned, I looked into the mother's bulging eyes as she convulsed, bit off her tongue between clenched, grinding teeth. Falling backward in horror, I crawled behind a medical cabinet in the operating theater. I can now hear the sloshing movement of the afterbirth sliding across the floor as the terrible infant silently approaches. Well, it's not doing it silently if it's making a sloshing noise. I write this account on my surgical mask with the sturdy pen you gave me last year near the Oakman Commons. May it now serve as faithfully as my only weapon against this deformed babe. Sincere thanks, Sebastian. So where is it? He says, dreading the answer. Okay, crawled over here. Or perhaps... Oh. I guess the baby did him in. He tried to stab with the pen. The thing managed to get the pen from him and stabbed him instead. Or maybe he was insane. But that really wouldn't explain the little handprints, would it? I need to stop scaring myself with my own reflection. It's getting weird. Where do these things start? Oh. It got out. That's unfortunate. Located in northern Coverside, crossroad of Asher Road and Herbert Avenue, or Hubbard Avenue rather. Coverside, Asher Road, Asher. No, take that off. I was trying to zoom in. Asher. Right about here. Excuse me, has anyone seen a fetus? There is a murderous fetus on the loose.
Yes, got a note on. All on sale.
More words and phrases I never thought I'd ever use.
Find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
I guess that's just what Lovecraft does. Alright, champ. Large-scale repairs, any repairs really. Well, that's horrifying.
Guess I don't need the key.
So it would seem. Dangers of diving. Divers with the bends can suffer from numerous symptoms, including pain, impaired movement, nausea, vomiting, and disorientation. Acute symptoms can occur within 10 minutes of surfacing and include paralysis, numbness, blindness, deafness, dizziness, seizures, confusions, or words coming out all weird. The paralysis and numbness can involve several different parts of the body at the same time.
Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition?
Well, let's hope not.
Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition? Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition?
A bird? Again. That was probably not a good idea.
Someone smashed it beyond repair.
I think I actually hurt myself doing that. Yeah, let's not go down there just yet. H. Daw, anthropologist. The Oakmont University Department of Anthropology welcomes the newest addition to its ranks, Professor Harriet Doe. Her brilliant discoveries about the origin of the Inuit tribes have added a new page to the history book of humanity. Now Professor Doe will embark on a new expedition to hopefully shed light on the source of the flood, and in doing so, shed light on what may yet be to come. Is this her desk?
Map of Cape Cod. It looks like there was something here, but it's been erased.
Well, this is going to hurt my sanity.
These samples glitter in a weird way. I wonder where they came from.
Fishermen's reports. L. Sullivan and B. Morgan, local fishermen, report numerous large bubbles and an unbearable stench rising from the bottom of the sea. Bought a sample of a weird substance floating in the ocean from J. A. Harway. He claims he found it among numerous dead and strangely deformed fish. The fish were taken for analysis. Several locals mentioned a rock that rose from the seabed, making the fog shine in different colors. The witnesses felt sick and dizzy for 2 or 3 days after the incident. L. Stern got severe burns after chiseling off a part of the rock in his basement. Samples taken for analysis. How to protect. According to our data, the places with paranormal activity have a strong previously unidentified influence on the human mind. We have prepared a list of solutions, including meditative practices and a supply of sedatives to prevent cases of madness among the expedition members. I highly recommend disregarding all those charms, amulets, and religious symbols which are of no use, and applying these scientifically valid methods of protection instead. Foolish.
Can't say I ever saw another shell like it.
Yeah, what would you know? Never toss aside possible protection. That's the whole point of protection. You can never have enough of it. Partially burnt cargo manifest. The following must be delivered Grimhaven Bay no later than Friday. Mark 5 diving suits, 6. Air tanks and pumps, 4. Canned foods, 18 crates. Personal belongings, 6 crates with research equipment, 7 crates. Do not air pipes, 24. Phone station and wires, 1. Power generator, 1. Responsible for Hello?
Guess this helmet...
What the deuce? Now who the hell are you? I would have thought doing so would have helped the investigation in some way. You know, killing him, I mean. I'm not even gonna search the body. It could be a clue.
I fatah me fe I regach I dagon.
That can't be good.
Grab the papers, smash the rest.
Insmithment.
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
Definitely insmithment. They got the voice. Not to mention the cranial shape.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Time to figure this out.
Indeed it is. Should be fairly simplistic. This is number 1.
We don't have time to pick it.
2.
Stand back.
Grab the papers, smash the rest.
3.
I fatah.
Number 4.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Several men broke into the expedition headquarters. What they didn't smash, they burned. The archives, even the newspapers.
Oof. My brain meat. Right to the Mind Palace. The Expedition Archive is lost, but I still have a few clues to follow up on. They left on the city freighter from Grimhaven Bay. There may be a recent posting or ads about the freighter in the Oakmont Chronicle. Up to the Chronicle then. Be very recent news. Let's see. Oakmont Chronicle. Oakmont Chronicle. There it is. The game warns you about racism in this, but I haven't seen anything so far. Other than discrimination towards Innsmouthers. Whatever the hell Throgmorton is. I'm truly not familiar with that breed, so to speak. Most odd. Alright. After the flood. Advertisements. Grimhaven Bay. 30-ton ship Titania is currently available for hire. You will find it fully equipped for transport as well as for aiding of underwater ventures and exploration for the price of 70 rifle bullets or the equivalent thereof per week. Those interested are to urge to contact Captain Jeremiah Standers for contract details. He can be found at the Pier 3, Oakmont Port, Grimhaven Bay. Alright, before we end this video, especially get on this while I'm at it. Western Shells, Inner Shine Street, Justice Street, So around here? Around here! Always stay up late. Let's get that interview done.
Do you still want that interview?
Oh, absolutely. We know that you're the private eye who solved the case, but tell our
Oh,
readers
this ought to be
something
interesting.
more about yourself.
I'm a private eye in Boston. The situation in the port was a good use of my skills.
Well, Detective Reed, I think you'll find our city has a lot of secrets, but people may not like you poking your nose in. Maybe we'll have the chance to work together later. Who knows? And now the big question.
I do not hold
Why are
good
you
prospects for your
here?
future, and my god, I
What
just
brought
realized
you
how
to
weird her
Oakmont?
character model is. Let's be honest.
Currently, I'm tracking down the source of the psychic phenomenon that's been causing madness and visions all across the country.
Ah, yes. It affected people here, but we were much more concerned with the flood. Though Robert Throgmorton sent an
Oh,
expedition.
not just here.
Yeah, and then hired me to find it. Ironic, don't you think?
I think that's enough for now. I can't give the readers too much all at once. Thank you for your interview, Mr. Reed.
My pleasure. And maybe I'll do something interesting enough to make the papers again. You never know. See you later.
God, her eyes are freaky. I mean, yeah, you know, Reed looks a little drugged out, but she's got eyes like a doll. Anyway, we'll call it a video here, eh? I'm the Blues 32. This is The Sinking City. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.